Love knows no limits for a woman from Florida who married Bruce the Skydiver, an amusement park ride similar to a Ferris wheel. Although the state of Florida doesn't even allow same-sex marriages between humans, Linda married the steel ride last year. At the beginning of this year, the two renewed their vows during a ceremony conducted by a non-denominational preacher, who tied them flesh to steel. As expected, Bruce had nothing to object. The woman has a condition called objectum sexuality, meaning that she considers certain objects as potential lovers. In fact, before Bruce, Linda was romantically involved with a train and a helicopter, which determined her to choose jobs that allowed her to be closer to her beloved objects. Consequently, she was both a pilot and a train conductor. Unfortunately, her affection for the locomotive wasn't appreciated, so she lost her job. As she says, "I was seen in a romantic embrace with the train and subsequently, I was fired." The first encounter with the park ride, back in 1982, was very special for Linda. As she remembers, "I got this weird feeling I can't explain. My heart was pounding as we went up the platform and got on the ride. I felt like I was being taken by this ride." Just like in any great love story, the mother didn't agree with her daughter's relationship. "My mother's reaction was completely off the wall. She was a very religious person. To her, I was an abomination to God and she wanted to change that. She really thought I was demon-possessed." Linda cared more about Bruce than about her mother's opinion, so she ran away and joined the carnival, where she would cuddle the ride at night. Unfortunately, 3 years later, a storm damaged Bruce, who was taken for repairs in Wichita, Kansas. Linda felt abandoned and went through a serious depression. As she remembers, "I was completely alone. I felt that I was dying from the inside. I was very, very lonely." 25 years later, one of Linda's friends found Bruce in a scrapyard 3,000 miles away. As soon as she heard the news, Linda jumped in her car and drove to see her long-lost beloved. Even though the ride wasn't in the best shape, it was still Bruce. "I was carrying pizza to him. Bruce smells pizza and there's the love of his life returning to him. It felt like I never left him," Linda says. After restoring Bruce, the woman proved her devotion to the Ferris wheel by marrying it. "My goal is to spend the rest of my life and grow old with him and eventually get a piece of land where we can just be all by ourselves," the happy bride says.